Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Scorpio for the week of October 17th through the 23rd of 2022. And I would also like to give everyone a thank you to those of you who have given my channel a thumbs up. And a very special thank you to those of you who have subscribed. Thank you very much for doing that. As well as those who have left comments. Thank you. All right, Scorpio. Let's see what this week has in store for you. Your first card out. The Four of Cups. So a little bored this week, are you? Wondering which way you're going. You know, you have a lot already. You're quite grateful for it. But you're just wondering if that's all there is. But there is more on offer, as you can see. Things are starting to come in. You've put effort and thoughts into things in your life going forward. But you're just, wondering if that's all there is for you. You desire more. Take care of yourself. Try not to overeat or overdrink, because all that'll lead to is more, discontent for yourself going forward. Too much of a good thing is still too much. So enjoy your week and enjoy what you have already. And the Five of Rods. Okay. So maybe some sort of competition in your job, in your relationships. Some competitiveness is necessary in life as well. That's just the way it goes. We don't always like it, but sometimes it's part of what it is we have to do to go forward in life. You are successful enough to attract the attention of others. And you realize you must move forward. So that's, what you're coming to an understanding this week for yourself. And the Two of Swords. So taking a time out, trying not to make, overthink or making a move in haste. You're refusing to make a choice one way or the other. But the world and the universe has a way that if we don't make decisions, they get made for us, and we might not always like the outcome. So you might have to make this decision this week, whether you like it or not. And the Five of Pentacles. So trying to make a good decision for your life. Trying not to, rock the boat. You've asked people for help, places and things, and it wasn't quite what you thought. Now, whether they didn't give you the proper information, this could have been some sort of financial loss for yourself. And for others, this could be an illness, that came out of the blue sort of thing, and you weren't really ready for it. Maybe for others, you're overanalyzing things that aren't really there. You're putting too much thought into what could be, and instead of seeing what is. And the Three of Rods. All right. So looking out over in the horizon, looking at what you already accomplished, what you've put forward into the world. Just trying to take a time out for yourself, not trying to overthink or overdo anything. You just got a lot of things on your mind. You're trying to make the right decision for yourself. There's still plenty of uncertainties, but you're happy with the direction that you're going this far already. And the Queen of Swords. So air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You know, she's very quick thinking. She's very smart. This could be somebody that you're, like I said, could be your other half. Maybe you're, you know, corroborating on a decision in your life. Maybe she's giving you a little bit more of an insight that, you know, you didn't quite look at things through those kind of eyes. And the Page of Swords. So some sort of, you know, storm warning coming. This is just a small one. This isn't a, you know, big deal, but it's some sort of blowout. Something, you know, you're either you said or maybe it was said to you, and you're going to, you know, put them straight on the right path of how this should be handled or should have been said. For others of you, this could be the beginning of a cooling off period in a relationship you're in, whether it's a friendship or an actual relationship itself, but you're starting to realize that, you know, it's not all that you anticipated. And the Knight of Wands. All right, so some sort of, you know, vacation coming for some of you. Maybe this is the time of the year that you've decided to take off when the, you know, all the tourism are finished. And it's not, you know, it's exciting for yourself. Maybe this is a drive on your motorcycle that you had parked all summer. For others of you, this could be with your SUV, an overnight trip somewhere. You know, you're just sort of listening to yourself. You just decided to do this. It wasn't anything that was pre-planned. You know, it's sort of like a impulse reaction. And for others of you, you know, with that impulse part of it, you know, give yourself at least 3 minutes to think about it before you either do it or say it. And sometimes that'll give you enough time to rethink it and change your mind. And the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. So, very good luck for you. You know, this could be the big break that you've always wanted in your career so that you can go forward and get a change in your career. This could be a pay raise as well for some of you. And for others, this could be, you know, new love coming in. But it's a big break for many of you. And you're quite happy. It, you know, just comes out of the blue this week for you, and you go forward with it. Like the Wheel of Fortune is very good news coming out of, you know, the universe. It's sort of handing it to you, and it's really good. And the King of Wands. All right, so fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Now, if you're getting some advice or, you know, going into business with them, boy, they'll work like nobody else. You know, they have lots of really good ideas. They like to, you know, when they take trips, they like to take trips off of the beaten path. And maybe you're either going with that person or they're inviting you or you're inviting them. This could be a friend or your other half. Just sort of a getaway. It's not, like I said, it's not flying to the other end of the world. You're just having a good time. And the Ace of Swords. So clarity, cutting through. You know, where you were feeling stumped for a while, but you're starting to rejoice and realize that, you know, this is a good thing. Maybe it's time for some of you to have that heart-to-heart talk that you've been putting off for a while to clear the air so that you can go forward and feel good about everything, what was said, what was done, that sort of thing. And the Queen of Wands. So again, fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. She's very kind, loving. She makes great, you know, in like this could be your self going forward. You know, you're just very good at managing people. You like to fix things. You're feeling that, you know, you like to make sure that everything's going in the right direction, and you're not afraid, and you don't take no for an answer once you make that decision for yourself. And the Strength card. So you've had to hold yourself back a bit and a little bit of, you know, restrain. You know, hold your tongue, that sort of thing. You're trying not to say the wrong thing impulsively or do the wrong thing impulsively, you know. And for others of you, this could finally be that pay raise that you've always been looking for. They finally, you know, say, hey, you know, here it is. But you're learning to control your urges to say things out loud. And you're also learning to avoid people, places, and things that make you unhappy and uncomfortable. And the 9 of Pentacles. And you're okay with that. You're okay with being alone. You've realized that you don't always have to have somebody around all the time doing something all the time to make yourself feel good about it or yourself, because it's going to flow easily to you this week. And the High Priestess. So this person knows a little bit about everything and everybody. Now, this person could be in your family, or this could be you yourself. Maybe some people are coming to get some information about, you know, something they remember in their childhood or a relative, and you're sort of putting it straight, that sort of thing. You know, this could also be somebody that you haven't heard from in the family for a very long time, and they get in touch with you, or you're getting in touch with them, trying to mend the fences. And the Knight of Swords. So most definitely clarity, you know. Something new. New beginnings. This could be, like I said, a trip for some of yous by air. You know, unexpected trip. You know, you're excited about it. You know, you're all happy with it. For others of you, this could be that relationship that you're starting to see it's not quite what it presented itself as, so you're cutting the losses there. And you're not listening to anybody anymore about any of it. No gossip. You know the right move for yourself. All right, I'm shuffling and dealing you an Angel Oracle card. Okay. What do you desire right now? Visualize it, and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. Well, don't think negative there, Scorpio. You know what you want, and it'll come to you. All right, on that hand, I will say goodbye for now, and I will talk to you all again next week. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and bye for now.